Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ladies. I know you guys see the picture, and let me explain. So these ingredients will help with everything that we've been complaining about lately. The thinning of our hair due to the hijab, you know what I'm saying? Like our hair loss and all these types of different things that I've been hearing about that we have complaints about regarding wearing our hijab. This is all natural products. Where I found the recipe and the remedies, you can find it in the book of prophetic medicine, Dr. Sebi's book of encyclopedia of his books of natural herbs. There's a Jamaican doctor who has a natural remedy book as well. So let me explain how the process works. I know that you see all the products here, and then you see the mason jar and the containers that are sitting on top, my two little containers. One's for spray to spray your hair, one's for grease. So these are natural herbs, and the red dates that you see there, that is from the citri tree, the loot tree that is talked about, the tree of paradise, the tree that the Prophet ﷺ, that pinpoint where Angel Jibril alayhi salam was not able to pass through. This is that blessed fruit from that tree, and these herbs here, not only does it help with promoting from hair thickening, hair growth, hair strengthening, it also helps with your skin. It helps with your reproductive organs, ladies. It helps with menopause, menstruation cramps. It helps with your digestive system. It helps with your respiratory system. These herbs work in so many different ways. I utilize them not only as for hairspray and grease, as you can see that what I made, but I also utilize them as in a tea. But this is about your hair right now. We're not going to talk about the other benefits. If you want to know more, let me know and I can share another video as well. But this is about our hair, ladies, because we are so concerned about our hair, because when we take those hijabs off, our husband sees our hair, right? Our family members see our hair.
These
we see our
products
hair, and we still want
help
to
with not
feel
only does they help with your
beautiful.
hair
We don't want
loss,
to look in the mirror and
it
say,
helps
oh
with
my God,
promote
I'm
hair
going
growth, hair
bald. I'm getting the
strengthening,
receding hairline.
your
So
healthy,
these
beautiful
products right
skin
here, these
as well.
natural
It
products you
helps
can
with
find in your
your
local halal
menstruation,
store,
menopause,
sisters,
reproductive
local
organs,
halal
and
store.
so much more, ladies.
Yes,
It
they
helps.
work
These
wonders for your
herbs
hair. Since I
take,
started
depending
putting
on
this
how
stuff
you
on my
utilize them,
hair,
you can drink them in a
oh my
tea
God,
and different
the
things like
thinning of the
that.
top of my
They are
hair,
for
right at the
us,
top in the
so we
center, has
must use
starting to
them,
thicken,
and we can
and it
utilize
works
this for
really
our
well. So
hair,
trust
and
me
it
when I
will
tell you
help
this.
so much.
So
I
how do
see
you
that
make
I've
it?
been seeing this
First of
so much
all,
lately, and
I
I
don't
thought
call me bougie.
that
You can call
it's
me what
time
you
for
want,
me
but I
to
like to
share.
when I do
And
my
where I
naturalisms,
found this at, I
right?
found it
I like to
reading
use a
in the
glass pot.
prophetic
So
book
I
of
have a
medicine.
glass pot. I
I
got it
found
from
it using
Amazon.
Dr.
To each his
Sebi's
own.
book.
But I
There's
boil
a
water in a glass
Jamaican
pot
doctor. He
first and
has a
foremost, and
natural
then after it
herbal
gets to that
remedy
nice,
book.
really hot boil,
Inshallah,
then I
I will
add the
post
red
the link
dates, I add the cloves, and I add the
where I could
fenugreek
purchase my books
seeds. I
for
let
these
that simmer and
things.
boil for
And
about 10
so
minutes. Once that do,
I'm
I turn
saying
it
it.
off
So
and
what
let it
I
just sit
did.
for about another 20
So what do?
minutes or
You
15, 20
boil
minutes
some
or so,
water. I have
letting
a
it cool off
glass. I
or
have a
whatever.
glass
As you
pot that
can
I
see,
utilize
you
when
can
I
see the
make my
mason
teas and
jars
my
back there.
natural
That is
herbs and
my
things like that.
leftover
So get a glass pot.
spray
It's much
that I
more
leave in the
healthier for you. You
refrigerator
can find them
after
on
I pour it in
Amazon.
my spray
Get your
bottle.
glass pot, boil your
So what I
water.
do is
I
I
like
pour it, like I
spring
said, into
water,
the
to
spray
each his
bottle.
own. You can
I
use
leave a
faucet
little
water.
bit of the
Boiling it kills the
water
germs
in
anyway.
the
We ain't got
pot.
to be all bougie.
That is what I
Whatever.
use for to
Get you
make the
some
grease.
water, boil it. When it
After I
comes to
make
that nice
this,
boil,
after that,
add
I
your
said
cloves,
I
add your red
also
date,
after I pour
add
the
your
into the
fenugreek
spray, I
seeds
add
in
about
there, and
because the
let
spray
that
depending on
boil
the
for a
size of
little
your spray
bit
bottle
for
depends
about
on
10
how
minutes or
much
so.
coconut oil
And then
natural, as
after
you can
that,
see,
turn
the
the stove
organic,
off.
all natural
Let
coconut
everything
oil.
soak
Everything
in
that's
and
there is
nutrients
what
for.
you're going
I
to
let
need.
mine sit for about 20
I put
minutes.
about,
After
depending on your
that,
spray bottle size,
I
one
strain it with my
to
sheet
two
cloth. I strain it.
tablespoons
I
of
pour
that
it into a
coconut oil.
bottle.
Give it a nice
As you can
mix, and then
see,
you set the spray in the
I pour it into a
refrigerator
bottle.
so it gets a nice
After
little
that, and I sit it in the
let it cool
refrigerator
off
and
so
let
that
it
way it
cool off,
doesn't
and
burn
that's
your
how I
head,
make my
right?
spray. That's how you make the
Okay,
spray
so
for
now
your
we're going to
hair.
tell you how to make the
And I
grease.
already
So what you're
explained
going
how
to
to
do, the grease,
utilize
you're going
it.
to take that leftover water and you still will have the date seeds, the cloves, and the fenugreek seeds still in there. You will still have that in your jar. So you're going to pour that into your blender or whatever, your how you make your smoothies kind of thing, right? So you're going to pour that in there. And then you're going to add your 1 to 2 tablespoons, depending on how much you have or how much you're trying to make at a time. You're going to add that amount of, 1 or 2, 3 tablespoons of your coconut oil, blend it together. It's going to make this nice, thick, pasty, smoothie kind of like texture. You're going to pour it into some small jars. As you can see here, I have those little jars, to each its own, whatever you feel like you utilize. Also set that in the refrigerator, or you want to use the freezer, be fancy, however you want to do it. But set it in the refrigerator, so in the fridge, so that it can get nice and cool. It's going to have that thicker, more grease like substance to it. Use it 2 to 3 times a week For your hair, you can leave it in. You can wash it out. If you want to do the wash out treatment, you leave it in your hair for about 30 minutes, making sure you go from the roots to the ends of your hair really well, getting it real moisturized. And then you leave it in for about 30 minutes and you can wash it out. If you want to, if you want to leave it in and not wash it out, you can only use it 2 to 3 times a week. It, be careful. It does have different results for everyone else, for everyone. So don't just go over the top and extreme. Start with a little bit at a time, and then go from there. I will post, again, like I said, I will post some of the links to the books for the natural herbs in the post. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I hope this helps my sisters because we need to keep our hair and stay modest.